You're not moving to Colorado to save money. You are moving because at some point, maybe on a trip, maybe scrolling past videos, watching videos like this one late at night, you saw the mountains and something shifted. But then you got home, you looked up Colorado's income tax, and the whole thing got complicated. Colorado will cost you more than Texas. That's true, and I'm not going to dance around it. But today, I am going to show you exactly what that extra cost buys, and whether or not it's worth it for a family like yours. Hey, what's going on? I'm Brian McKinnon with Move Me to Colorado at Real. I have been helping families relocate to Northern Colorado since 2011. And the number one thing I hear from Texas buyers is very simple. It's, we love Colorado, but is it really worth paying more to live there? That's the right question, and it's exactly what today's video is about. But here's where most people from Texas go wrong before they even connect with me. What they're doing is they're mentally comparing Northern Colorado to Denver. Denver prices, Denver cost of living, Denver traffic. Please stop doing that. The families that I work with are focused on Fort Collins, Loveland, Greeley, Windsor, Longmont. Amazing and unique communities, not just Denver suburbs. Significantly lower cost of living than Denver, same mountains, same four seasons. 1 hour from everything that Denver has to offer. I came here in 1998 for college, but really because it also felt like a cool community that I really knew that I wanted to remain in. Now my wife and kids have grown up here and we are still here. This past fall, I was standing on the sidelines of a cross-country meet in Northern Colorado. My son was racing through the foothills with the mountains as a backdrop, mountains right behind him. Crisp air, fall colors, schools from all over Northern Colorado were lined up along the course. And I do remember thinking, this is exactly why I love living in Northern Colorado. Now, weather-wise, we do average 300 days of sunshine a year. Our summers are mild, but they're in the mid-80s. Low humidity, very dry here because of our altitude. Rocky Mountain National Park is 45 minutes from most front doors. The Poudre River Trail connects a lot of our cities, and I do take my family out there regularly, especially when my in-laws from Illinois are in town. Last fall, we drove up to Estes Park on a weekend afternoon. You could actually do that here on a weekend for free. Every city in Northern Colorado has its own personality. And honestly, this is one of my favorite things about living here. Fort Collins has Old Town, an amazing art scene, and the energy of Colorado State University. Loveland, however, it's quieter. It is a little bit more community focused, and I love going to Colorado Eagles games at Blue Arena. Windsor is definitely up and coming and newer, very family friendly. I could drive 20 minutes and feel like I'm somewhere completely different throughout Northern Colorado. But we're only 1 hour from Denver. Broncos, Avalanche, Nuggets, Rockies. You are not giving up professional sports, and we do have the best professional sports in the entire country. But let's also talk about the trade-offs that you deserve to hear. Northern Colorado is significantly less diverse than Dallas-Fort Worth, Houston, or even Austin. And if that matters for your family, it does belong in your decision. Also, the Tex-Mex food here, it's not Texas Tex-Mex. And I'm just going to stop right there. But just know in 15 years, no family has moved back because of our Tex-Mex food. Now, if you are watching from Texas right now, drop a comment and please tell me what city that you are from. I want you to know I do read every single comment. Now, here's what this actually costs, all of it, not just the income tax line. $450,000 in Dallas-Fort Worth suburbs, places like Frisco, McKinney, Allen. It's going to purchase you a 2,200 to 2,500 square foot home, a very nice house. But the school quality across those suburbs does vary widely. That same $450,000 in Fort Collins or Loveland, it is going to purchase you a smaller home. I won't pretend otherwise. But the school quality doesn't vary as much. Poudre School District, Thompson School District, consistently rated 7s, 8s, and 9s on great schools, year after year. I had a Texas dad call me 3 times before we looked at a single house. 3 times, all about schools. His kids ended up going in the Poudre School District in Fort Collins, rated the same as where they had left. He has not asked me about school since, and he has let me know he loves the Poudre School District. Now, beyond schools, let's go ahead and compare property taxes. A $450,000 home in Dallas-Fort Worth, your property taxes are probably right in the $9,000 to $11,000 per year range. Fort Collins, $2,200 to $2,700 per year. Just let that sit there for a second. That is $6,000 to $8,000 back in your pocket every single year, just on property taxes. Same price home. Completely different financial reality. Here's what the full honest number looks like when you put everything together, not just property taxes. Here's the deal. Colorado's 4.4 income tax rate is there. It's real. I'm not going to argue around it. So on a household income of $200,000, you're paying about $8,800 a year in Colorado income tax. On $300,000, that's roughly $13,200 on income taxes. Now, I know you're probably not sitting around right now dreaming about moving to Colorado because you're excited about our tax rate. But stay with me for 60 seconds here, because this number really is the difference between a decision where you can feel genuinely confident about and an expensive surprise 12 months after you close. When you subtract the property tax difference that we just looked at, factor in a little bit lower homeowners insurance, no hurricane exposure, no true flood zones in northern Colorado, those pricing gaps are very real, and they close the pricing cost, the cost of living here, significantly. So the real net cost for most Texas families, somewhere between $1,500 and $5,000 more per year, depending on what you earn. That is the real number, not just the income tax line. The full picture. Is what Northern Colorado gives your family worth that number? That's the only question that really does matter for you, and it's the only one that you really can answer for yourself. And if you're watching this video right now and you're thinking through your own numbers and you would like some help or some guidance, please know that my team and I do this with families every single week. The link to book a call is directly below the video in the pinned comment. We'd love to be a resource for you. So, who actually belongs here and who should stay put in Texas? Here's my honest point of view and my honest answer. 2 profiles. First, the family that really should move. Typically a dual income household. Work that's actually confirmed. Not probably confirmed, but contractually confirmed. And their kids are young enough to settle into new schools without it being a family crisis. They came to Colorado once and they felt something on that drive back to Texas that they couldn't quite explain. They want to be outside. Not occasionally, but they want to be outside consistently. And they're right now paying $10,000 a year in property taxes and have not been comfortable outside from June through September in years. For that family right there, Northern Colorado is going to be a great fit. That extra cost does buy a life that they genuinely are going to love to be living. I have never seen that family look back. Not once. But now let's talk about the family that really should stay in Texas. Maybe a single income household or a dual income, but they have deep roots near family. And I mean real roots, not just, hey, my parents are nearby, but your grandparents are watching your kids after school. There are Sunday dinners that happen without planning. There's a whole support system that you get every single day. If that is your life in Texas, trust me, the mountains don't replace that. No amount of sunshine replaces who's in your driveway on a Tuesday. And here's the honest part. The families that I have seen struggle the most after moving to Colorado from Texas, it was not about money. It was about distance. It showed up 3 months in when they needed somebody on a random Wednesday, and everyone that was in their support system, everyone that they loved, was 800 miles away. That's not a Colorado problem. That's a proximity problem. And you do need to be honest with yourself about whether you are running towards something that you really want, or if you're just running away from the Texas heat and the Texas property taxes. The people who are the happiest with their move to Colorado really are the ones who had a clear understanding of what their lifestyle would actually look like here. Not the weekend version, not the vacation version, the everyday version, the Tuesday in February version. That's what you are actually choosing. And if you want to talk through this, what your life can look like for your family in Northern Colorado, my team and I would love to be a resource for you. Again, the link to book a call with us is directly below this video, in the pinned comment, or in the video description. And please do watch this video next, where I do break down the real cost of living in Fort Collins. I'll see you on the next one.